the Los Angeles Rams. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And right away, he lost the football. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Over! Gone! Detroit!
Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
This is Freeman on first and 10. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, Freeman. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now let's go! Green 39!
On third down, Devontae Freeman. Freeman with fast feet, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A false start backs him up 5, first and 15. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a second and 12.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
All right, here we go.
Now the pitch to Freeman. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, it looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Go, 12, go.
Here's Goff. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Here we go. Super 66.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Gone. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Okay, work with me here. Make sure I'm clear on this one. Inside their own 10-yard line, and they run a toss play. I know it works, but ordinarily that takes a lot of chutzpah to do something like that, because only thing more dangerous is trying to throw the ball in that situation and maybe taking a big loss.
Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long, and that is incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. That's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
Yards on the return that time, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. They got him in. It's Woods. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now a first down throw. Gone. That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Rams are in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. So they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Jackson on 2nd down. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Green, 39.
From the gun, Jackson rolling to his left. And that is incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, LA! Brandon Cooks, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Houston. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Going deep for Hopkins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. And he's able to put it through. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, it's gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56.
On second down, here's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Bryce Hager in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On third down, it's Freeman. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. On first down, it's Gurley. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Here we go.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. To throw on second down is gone. Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Goff now, throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
11. Al, we go.
They're going to go for it. It's gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Gun. Set. Blue, landed.
Now Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Blue, landed. Gun.
On second down, Jackson. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Bryce Hager in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Jackson from the shotgun. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Dancing to his left. Escapes the sack. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Goff on 1st down. Being chased out left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And shutting him off, now open field. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half. Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st and 10, Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Back to throw, Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
To the air again. Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss. It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity. He's got his man on the crossing route. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. 52 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen? I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He goes underneath to Freeman. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The Texans on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. They'll run it. Freeman. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Throwing now. Jackson on first down. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Bryce Hager. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. A handoff. Devontae Freeman. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Green 39! Green 39!
Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Hurry up!
To throw on 2nd down. Jackson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to T.J. Jones that time, and it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps out the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
The Texans on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
No, check, Patriot!
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Back now in Los Angeles. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Now let's go! Blue landed!
This time Jackson will throw it. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. try and run. Freeman. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Another carry now for Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown LA. Todd Gurley, 76 yards, and the Rams add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Here's Jackson to throw on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. Looking deep here for Ebron. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd down, that's Freeman. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
DC. Out.
After the interception, here's Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. It's a big conversion there for the Rams on 3rd down. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From the gun on 3rd down. Goff eluding the pressure right. A deep ball for Gurley. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. Yeah, he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Abukum in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Jackson now. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Set. 3-19.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And Jackson throwing once more. Flush to his right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Eric Ebron, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen, you pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.